as Johnathan Bavent death rests, oh so much has happened around him since we have last joined our survivors. In a fit of rage, Johnathan removed the head of our prisoner. Through the process of trading, we've been able to acquire a cow, a bull, and a venerated ram. And of course, construction has begun on our convent, on our cathedral, on our place of worship and feeding. Freya has been churning out brick after brick. And that's not the only thing. Freya Valentine is also pregnant. Yes, there is to be a new Bavent here in New Haven. Will they be Bruja or Sanguiphage? The choice hasn't been made yet. Oh yes, and then there is Delilah. Delilah, who is still surviving, still under the influence of that paralytic abrasia, but hopefully for not too much longer. And the final point to cover is Pex, who at 13 years old now is considered an adult in terms of his roles. And we have to hope there's going to be some good traits that we can pick. Yes, kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld Biotech, Vampire Survivors, where from the notifications on the side here, you can see that we have a pregnant Freya Valentine. We also have Pex, baby Pex, who is not a baby anymore at 13 years old. Okay, we have a trait to pick. Ocean lover, there's no oceans around here unfortunately, or desensitized. We could just pick no trait. Honestly, I think desensitized works perfectly for Pex. After all that he has lived through, after going wild and then coming back to civilization, I imagine that, yeah, he is going to be hardened through a lot of old emotional trauma. So he's going to feel nothing from the loss of animals, colonists, family members, prisoners, or dead bodies. Wow. Okay. All right, Pex. Welcome. You're a fully fledged colony member now. And just as I was beginning, we had a new quest pop up, Attack for Hire. Aoi Vaughn, the Whispering Minister of the Now Shus Alliance, these are the swords, I believe, want us to help save one of her caravans. The caravan's being hunted near Bavent Convent. It was a placeholder name. I think we're going to go with New Haven. But this is the Bavent Convent. There are 3 groups of wasters from the Poison Gang. Aoi wants us to signal them. Okay, they'd arrive in 1.5 days. 2 similar-sized groups will follow after these ones here. 3 elite mercenaries will be placed under our control, though. Okay, well, we don't have any way to really feed them or house them as of yet, because we don't have houses. We have a shack. We have a very big building that we've been constructing. I think we will accept that, but probably closer towards the end of those 7 days. So for the moment, we're going to carry on as best we can. And you know what? We're probably going to have to chuck down another big shelf. We've got so much just stuff here. Oh, okay. We got a Mechanoid cluster. And something else I neglected to mention is that we have had another Mechanoid cluster. We had one that spawned in right up around here, I believe. You can see the remnants of them over here. Thankfully, a trade caravan came through and took care of most of that problem, and that's probably what we're going to be looking at again, as they're not active right now. A psychic droner, though, that's not exactly fun. We've got a countdown activator. They're going to go active in 4 days' time. There's an unstable power cell. I would love to be able to try and see if we can capture that. We've got a Scorcher, we've got a Lancer, and then we've just got some little turrets. We can definitely take care of that. And you know what, Missy? While you are using melee weapons at the moment, we could just get you using a rifle. Johnathan, how long you got? Oh boy. Yeah, 3.4 days left on that, so we could just try and wait them out. I mean, yeah, that's less than 4 days. Oh, and literally just about a minute later, we've had 3 raiders from the Yothox mech hive that have arrived nearby. 2 lancers, and we have a scyther. They're probably going to make their way over before too long. I don't think they're going to trigger this hive down here. So, how do we want to deal with them? Honestly, we would be better at dealing with them up close, so we're just going to wait until they're ready to attack. Okay, and it looks like they are beginning their assault. They're going to start making their way down. So Freya, let's make sure that you're safe. You should be perfectly fine there. Pix and Missy, let's get you ready to jump out and attack. I think as long as we have them behind the building here, they are going to want to try and get close and personal. Okay, the Scyther is just holding up there for the moment. Oh no, they seem to be just trying to pick their moment, and we'll be picking ours. Get ready, start to charge, start to slice, and oh, there we go, Pix, excellent. Looks like Pix has got a hold of that one there. Yep, just straight up killed it. Wonderful. They have taken some damage here, but we are coming out on top. Here's the surviving Lancer, destroying our shelf, really. How pity of you. It looks like we are a little bit slower at the moment as well, so we're just gonna have to wait, be patient, let it come closer, stay behind cover, and now we charge. Thank you, Missy. Excellent. Get in there. Pix, same thing with you. They are slicing. They are dicing. I think that this is going to drop in just a second. Yep, there we go. Oh, injured. Injured, but not totally taken down. And so those are attacks that you're seeing there. That is coming from a melee animation mod, which I think is a fantastic addition. And yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Hemogen to deal with them, so we're just going to need both of them to just go back and rest. I mean, they're dead. And I think they're going to stay that way. Can anyone actually treat you? Pix, get into bed, please. There we go. Had to force him, but he listened in the end. Freya, not a lot of medical skill, but I think we still need to try. Oh, and please, let's not use Glittertech medicine. There we go. That's a little bit better. And Missy's already fully healed from that as well, which is great. Pix, okay, you were getting a little cold out there. It's nice and warm in here. Well, I say nice and warm. It's -3 degrees. It is -32 outside, so it's certainly better. We are dealing with a bit of a cold snap. Well, you know what? I think it's just winter in general. Also, don't fret about the animals. They are being taken good care of. We don't have the means to make kibble right now, so we're having to wait until they get really hungry before we can just kind of give them our meals. But they're making it through this tough winter. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I think it was bound to happen at some point. We had a shaman merchant just show up, and we should help, shouldn't we? Yes, we should help. But then again, you know what? We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. They're doing a great job already. Look at them charging in there. Yeah, no, I think they've fully got this under control. They do need to watch out for explosions. Yeah, get away from that. Please don't blow up the cell there. Oh my gosh, I think we're good. If we can just destroy the psychic droner without everything else exploding, then I think we'll be in the clear. Pix, let's get you over here and start whacking that. And when Missy is awake, we'll send her over too. Yeah, go and charge, my lad. Oh, there we go. Missy's up and about. You know what? Eat first. That's not a food thing. Oh, fire. Right. That is a pregnancy thing. Okay, Missy, let's get you heading on over. Let's attack that. Oh, it's just a tiny bit of fire, Pix. I mean, we should probably put it out if we can. Oh, there we go. Pix. Head back here. Fight that fire, lad. Oh, no need. Well, let's just melee attack the droner then, and hope that this isn't going to blow up. Any moment now. Come on, quickly. And there we go. That's going to give them a mood boost as well. So we can claim this. We now have an unstable power cell, which is dangerous, yes, but that can actually give us power just straight off the get-go. We haven't really worried about powering anything just yet because we're still in temporary housing, but I think we'll just, let's uninstall it for now. Yeah. And sure, we'll take this Mechanoid. Can we actually use it for anything? Oh, I mean, we can deconstruct it, so let's just do that. And you two just, yeah, go about your days. We'll deconstruct the barricades eventually. Oh yes, and Freya, let's get you to go and see to these traders before they leave. It is very cold outside, so I wouldn't be surprised if they want to get out of here as fast as possible. So, what can we trade for here? Well, there's yaks. We got a fair amount of pemmican. Honestly, I don't think there is much that we want from them at this stage. Sometimes it's just about what are we able to sell to them. You know what, maybe we do want to hold on to some yaks as well. We've got some cows. Do we want to house yaks too? I'm gonna say yes in this instance. Let's make that trade. And Freya's going to try and fit them into this space here. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, they're fluffy. Maybe they don't need to be inside during winter. But it is quite a winter. Yeah, just stay in the shack. It'll be fine. Oh, and would you look at that? Pex is actually utilizing one of the yaks there. So I am using Giddy Up now, so they will be able to use them to get around a little bit faster, and I'm okay with that. That seems to be working out quite well for him. Right on, Pex. And the traders are safely leaving, as snow is now starting to cover the ground and the floors of our cathedral. You know, we could prioritize proper living spaces before working on a project this big, but the blood of Bavent needs to make a proper stand. And this structure, that's the start of it. Wait, Delilah can walk? Delilah can walk. Hot damn. I didn't realize that she was so close to being good to go. Well, that changes things. Delilah, fantastic. So obviously we have Delilah as a proper sanguiphage, a sanguiphage that is of the blood of Bavent. She's got construction skill. She's got plant skill. That is great. Yup. Go and bring that yak in there. So having a look at Delilah, we're primarily going to use her for growing in the future, but also construction. Construction is going to be super important because there's so much of it that needs to be done. We'll put deconstruction on 2, repair will be on 2 as well, let's say. And we'll just leave everything as it is for now. I think, you know what, I think we'll probably change a few of these things around here. Patient, we're going to make that a number 2 priority. I want plants to be cut. I want trees to be cut down. So we're going to put these on 3. Construction is going to be on 2. Oh dear. Now we have a maddened saber-toothed squirrel trying to kill Delilah. And no doubt Delilah's yak here. Missy is going to attempt to intervene here. Delilah will make sure that you get some treatment for those scratches. Missy, come on. Take this thing down. Well, that's a miss. Let's try again. It is just... This squirrel is relentless. Come on. There we go. A proper strike. And Johnathan's genes have finished regrowing. Well, that's some news. And that is a squirrel dealt with. Both of you, well, I was going to say do some rest. You probably do need to do a little bit of resting. And we also need to make sure that we get some proper clothing for everyone now. Oh, and this is cause for celebration. Johnathan is finally up from that death rest. Depression is ripe throughout the colony, though. We have a lot of work to do, and not a lot of time to do it. So he is most certainly going to be able to help out with the construction process, but it looks like he's going to be doing a little bit of meditating first, and that's fine. Oh no. Well, I mean, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. And no, I have no surprises there that they are hemo huntering. Freya, are you alright? Not really. Not really. They don't have anywhere to go. Now, Pex hasn't gone feral yet, and Delilah hasn't either. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't. But yeah, there is a chance that other sanguiphages might show up here to try and hunt. There ain't nothing to hunt, though. There are no humans here. I mean, Missy is still working, so hey, that works for us. If any traders show up now, they might be in trouble. And a little bit of good news, we finally have a tailoring bench up and running, which we most certainly need. Now, usually we'd probably want someone like Freya to be working on this. Johnathan has pretty good crafting still, though, so we're going to have him try and see if he can whip out some parkas for us. Meanwhile, I think Freya's just going to be a little stuck here, just lassoing and unlassoing the yak. Hey there, Delilah. Look at that. Helping us out with construction. We are getting somewhere. She does have to take breaks, making her way back in here to warm up, but it's helping. Oh, there we go. She's finally free. And you know what? A food binge, it could be worth. We've actually got no cam out. Ah, and the blood moon has passed. No one showed up, so we're okay. It is going to take them a little while to come down from that, I think, but, you know, we're able to carry on. And at the moment, both Freya and Delilah need death rests, but unfortunately, we can't afford that. We made it last as long as we could, but Freya is going to need to death rest here. Exhaustion starts to kick in and, well, it's not good. Delilah is still going to be up for a little while yet, and I am happy to say that we have a parka for you. And it's a good parka. Delilah, go chuck on that human leather parka. And thankfully, right from the get-go, Delilah was a believer in the blood of Bavent, so you're going to enjoy wearing that. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what we need. A blizzard. A severe snowstorm with high winds. Deadly to those without proper clothing. That means Pex. So, Pex, just try and stay inside. Ah, there we go, Pex. Another parka. It's just normal quality, but it's going to be enough to keep you warm. One interesting thing that I've noted is that it's been a number of nights since the blood moon, and Missy is still a hemo hunter. The only reason Freya isn't is that she collapsed due to, well, a need for hemogen, which is kind of where we're at with everyone else. Freya does have a few things going on though, namely the pregnancy, which also does kind of offset her consciousness. So I think Missy might be like this until she feeds or until she drops. And you know what? Even though we got a blizzard, we are going to have to accept that quest, and it's got to be now. 4 hours. We're going to have some people show up, so that means at the very least we are going to get hemogen. And I think we're going to accept it for the water skip. That's going to be an ability that Johnathan is going to be able to learn, and I feel like for a sanguiphage that makes sense. Also, we need to feed some animals. Let us go and accept that. We can see the mercenaries arriving, and of course they're swords. That makes sense that they're swords. It is the swords that we're doing this for. Swords do not do well in the cold. Like, they really do not do well in the cold. So, yeah. They are helping out though, so I'll let them do it for a little while. Cold-blooded danger, yeah. So even though they've got parkas on, I think that they're probably still going to feel the cold. Let's make sure that Yak 1 gets properly fed. Well, yeah, it kind of seems that they can do most of everything. I think for now, just helping us haul resources around is probably going to be the best thing that they can do though. Race is down. Blood loss extreme. Blood feeder mark. Missy. Okay, Missy. That's fair. We're going to need some temporary sleeping accommodation set up in our tiny, depressing shack. Let's see about getting you rescued. Missy is feeling pretty happy. Oh yeah, most certainly. That's a lot of hemogen. It's okay, Razor's going to be able to sleep it off. You'll get that blood back. I am noticing that Felix is also leaving a trail of blood. Yeah, another blood feeder mark. Missy, you really did do a number on them. And because we have others here, we're going to need to do a little bit of extra hunting, and it looks like Axink is going to want to try and join in on this. Johnathan, I feel like would have a better job at doing this just by himself, but you know what? Sure, we'll let them work together. I do like that Johnathan is hunting on Yakback. Very nice. And the Poison Gang are here, and there's 10 of them that have arrived. So we are going to be wanting to put our elite mercenaries to use here. So we're going to get them moving up here. They're really not built for this environment, like they really are not. Oh, and we've had some compacted steel rain down from upon high. We'll be sure to get that mined out eventually. But for now, I think we want to start trying to get into position, and we will get into position with everyone. Looking at the distance that we've got here, it's going to be tricky for us to get melee in, and dear. Unfortunately, our longswords aren't great quality, and Pix keeps on dropping it, so he doesn't actually have access to that right now. So I think for the moment, we are just going to let them carry on doing their thing. Johnathan, though, let's get you mounting up on that yak so that you can move around a little bit faster, and we'll see if we can get you to that front line. Our swords, we're going to have just sitting behind here for the time being. We will move them up when Johnathan is a little closer. There we go, John. Okay, and let's get you moving, and maybe let's just try and see if we can approach from down this way. We'll start off with that as a position. Oh, they've already got a shell in. Okay, let's get the swords moving up. We are probably not going to want them to be running and gunning. Just get to some kind of cover. And the first shell is already flying, and that was dangerously close to a sleeping Freya. Okay. I'd love it if we could get this wall rebuilt right away. So Missy, I'm going to get you on that. Okay, the swords are in position now. And I thought I saw one of them having a smoke belt. That's what I want. Pop smoke. That'll give them some extra cover. Alex, or Accent, let's get you moving in there. Johnathan, I think you should be in position back here. Oh, okay. More of them. They're landing up and behind us. Great. Great. So we need to try and see if we can finish this pretty quickly. Jonathan's safe, and he is able to pick them off from this angle. They do have a little bit of cover, but he is still able to hit them. Will you moving up further? We're going to need him to get blood and maybe get some psychic power from here as well. And they're starting to proper attack us now at this stage. It's fine, no one's focusing on Johnathan, and that's a good thing. Razor, I think we need to get you a little bit closer to actually be able to hit them, it seems. And they're fleeing. Okay, so I'm going to put you on search and destroy, Razor. Oh no, an insulting spree? I mean, that's not the worst thing that could happen. We are just going to get Johnathan moving up, not running and gunning, but moving up so that we can start to do some blood feeding, because we have another fight that we need to win. As for the swords, they are already kind of injured. I mean, we'll just send you over there for now. And Johnathan, yeah, let's get that blood feed off ASAP. Oh, he actually just took down boss. Well done. And there we go. We are just going to feed. We're going to feed until you are completely full, going around the bodies that are here. And we'll do the same thing with Missy and with Pex now, because the ones that are here, they are going to bleed out, and they're going to bleed out pretty quickly. Delilah will get you over here as well, just feeding. This amount of blood has been a long time coming. And yeah, we could strip them before we kill them like this, but this is a, well, it's a time thing. There we go, 94, that's pretty freaking good. And you know what? We are just going to go and do a psychic death knell. That only leaves 3 bodies left there. Oh, that's okay. We can still make that work. Pex, let's get you feed. You are going to feed there. Okay, good. And Missy, we'll get you feeding on Boss, if Boss is still going to be alive. Johnathan, let's get you mounting up on the yak yet again. And there we go. On to the next siege point. And so, yet again, nice big open space here. That does work out for Johnathan, but yeah, Razor, you're in a bit of trouble. Honestly, I think we will try to coagulate if we can, just because I feel like they've earned it. Yeah, see if you can save them. Oh, Axe is already getting attacked, so I think we're just going to send you in, search and destroy, charge. And I think the thing is, if they can hit Axe, then they'd be able to hit Johnathan here as well. So we'll make this coagulate quick, and then we'll try and get back behind some kind of cover. Yak, you just stay there for now. Let's see how that goes. There we go. And Johnathan, get behind that cover, please. And let's see what that range is looking like. Yeah, we're going to be able to hit them. That's nice. Okay, looks like Missy is already over here. Pex has already had a bite to eat. No. Okay, get back over here to Grey. Delilah, did you? Looks like you're going for Grey as well. Okay. Missy, there we go. Little bit of a munch for you. There will be more that we're going to be able to eat. Let us not be worried about that. I do love that just Felix is following Johnathan purely to insult him. Lynx is down and they are starting to flee. Or they're going to try to flee, but they're going to have to go right past Johnathan. And that's not what they want to do. And that is the third and final group all the way over there towards the east. Oh, wonderful headshot there, Johnathan. So if anything, this is still going to give us resources, a lot of tasty, tasty resources. And while I would like to try and keep some of them alive, we're not in a position where we're able to do that. Let's get our sangophages over here. Let's get them feeding. Johnathan, we absolutely love your work. We'll do a long jump here, spend a little bit of hemogen to see if we can take down Rokik before he gets away, and we can. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to go and feed. Actually, in saying that, not wise for us to do with Johnathan. We still have another siege to fight. And the thing is, Missy is a very good shot. We could still be using her as an additional fighter, and we probably will. Looking into here, charge rifle. Yeah, I think once we've got her bloodied up a bit, she's already pretty good at 85. We're going to get her equipping that and helping out Dad. Johnathan, though, he is ready to go. Let's start to send him up in that direction. Let's use the corner if we can. Delilah, okay. Let's get you eating the rest that are up here. It looks like our yak is hanging about too. Is that? Yeah, yak too. That is our yak. Oh, Axe. Are we going to save Axe? I mean, you did the charge, so yeah, we're going to try to. We'll just get the others fed up as much as we possibly can. Pex enjoying the feed. That's them pretty well fed. Oh, we can get a little bit more here. I think that's the last one for now, other than you. Okay, you know what, Delilah? You can get that one. And Pex, we are going to do a coagulate down here. Actually, just after we feed here. Are we going to get there in time? It says an hour. It's going to be a little down to the wire. Let's see. There we go, just in time. And I don't know if that's actually going to help at all. We're probably going to need to do some extra treatment afterwards. All right, Johnathan, we could probably get you pulling back a little bit further than where you are at the moment, just because they can still hit you from here. Yeah. Oh, and we've already got an infection. It's been a while since we had to deal with one of them. Let's focus on Barak, who seems to be heading on over with, I think, flashbangs. Hard to know exactly what it is, so we might just want to play it safe. Oh, you know what? We can just skip. Huh. Skip, Johnathan, to that position there. How long does it take to skip? Whoa. That was fantastic, John. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's focus up over here. Take Barak down. Nice. Oh, wonderful work, Johnathan. The psychic skip, very, very fun. We do want to make sure that we get behind cover here, though, because his shield is now down. Oh, and you've just lost your cover. Right, okay. Well, one more shot on Remy should be able to take him down. Excellent. And then let's just do a leap over here. A little bit of hemogen, but we will get more of that back. Okay. And hey, Razor's up on his feet. That's good. Maybe you could help out Felix here. And Delilah, what happened to Delilah? Did you get shot by Finn? What happened there? Shredded. Oh, knife's explosion. Oh no. Okay. Knife, Knife had bombs attached to him. I see. Tricky. Very tricky. Pex, could you maybe do a coagulate here? Youch, Delilah, that's gotta hurt. Johnathan, how are we doing here? Oh, amazingly. we are doing amazingly. I think that's it then, right? That's all the sieges. At least I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're still here, so am I not counting someone? I mean, maybe once they're all dead, that could be it. Delilah, I think you're good to go. And yeah, we are certainly going to feed off of the rest of them here. Johnathan, we will be getting you topped off. Excellent. Felix didn't make it. Razor, you tried, and we appreciate you for that. Oh, there were 2 left. Okay. Well, that explains it. Razor is in a spot of trouble now then. Okay, Johnathan, you know what? Hey, you still got Psi Focus, buddy. Let's do something about that. We're going to skip you, and, you know, that's going to give you at least a head start. Well, I mean, we could do that, or we could just mount up. You know what? I think mounting's going to be faster. Yeah, there we go. Delilah, I hope that was yum. And we're going to get you charging towards the enemy. Razor, you're already downed, so I don't think they're going to try and attack you. We'll just make our way over here, Johnathan, and I think we'll be able to start popping them well before they see us. Oh, yep. Enough to do some damage, that's good. Oh, and pods have arrived. Okay, all right, that will be what we need, but we'll get that in just a moment. Okay, the cover's a little bit better, but Johnathan is a much better shot. Oh, poor Yak. Bleeding out in 4 hours? No, we can't have that. Okay, so we will do a quick coagulate here. There we go. Thank you, Johnathan. And let's see if we can take our enemies down. Let's actually do that psychic skip. Skipping down here. And bam. He actually made it there just before his bullet took down Sheet. Oh, Filth is way further away than I thought. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh, I skipped the Yak. I skipped the Yak. Okay, my mistake. Well, you know what? We've won. We've won this one. I think it's safe to say Axe is still alive, but I don't know for how much longer. You know what? Yeah, you might actually still make it. So we will try to rescue you if we can, and we're going to do the same thing for Razor. It does look like we've sealed up the area here, okay? Oh boy. Death rest complete. Oh, Freya, you good to go, huh? Can we safely wake you? No, I don't think we can. Death rest exhaustion still. Death resting is at 100%. Strange. We don't have a way to wake you right now. And I think that might just be because of everything else. keep our eye on that. It looks like Axe and Razor have been saved. Johnathan, let's get you learning that size skill. There we go. Thank you, Missy. A masterwork slate throne. It's not overlooking much at the moment, but in time it will. It's wild to me just how happy Johnathan is now after all of that. Just from killing a load of people. He is so happy. I think we've released Freya here. We have, but she's still unable to move right now. And I think that's probably just because she's further on in her pregnancy. So perhaps that's the reason why. Well, unfortunately, you're going to be sticking around in there for a little while longer yet. And it sounds like we finally might be seeing an end to the cold. Spring has begun. And as you might be able to see, we're making very good progress. And it looks like the last of the swords is going to be leaving. Leaving alive, after all. Oh, and you might be able to see the ever-growing pile of things. That is the remnants of the poison gang for you. Oh boy, okay. And it's starting now. Freya is in labor, so we are going to need some kind of doctor to be here. And it seems like Missy is going to be the best one for it. Room cleanliness, that is something that we can deal with first of all. Yeah, there's just straight up blood on the ground. Let's just clean up the room, huh? Yeah, both Pex and Missy are on that as fast as they can. There we go, I feel like that's better now. Surely that's got to work. Okay, and you know what? Pex, you can attend to. Delilah, you can carry on. Let's begin. Okay, or not. For some reason, it's just immediately cancelled. That's concerning. That's very concerning. You know what? It might be a small chance that it's just because of everything that's around here, so we're going to make a stockpile for everything, and we're going to try and get this all moved real fast. Thank you, everyone. Fast as you can, please. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Surely this is going to be enough to work. Is there's an ore on top of you. Yeah, let's take the ore off of the pregnant lady, maybe. Thank you, Missy. Thank you. And let's try that again. Cancelled again immediately. I am worried. Okay. I mean, there's still a chance that this will go okay. Could it be that Missy is not wanting to attend it? Pex? I mean, let's try. 65%? Nah, it's the same deal. Oh dear, it's just too late now. Either way, it's too late. Freya, we're crossing our fingers for you. Wow. Okay. She had to do that completely alone. Baby cribs. Cribs? No, the baby needs cribs. That is a heck of a mouthful. Kagambza. Now, whose name was that originally? It could have been Jonathan's name before we changed it at the very beginning, or it's definitely not Freya's, but for now, we just have baby. A baby boy. Oh boy. And Freya is still death resting. Okay, there is exhaustion. We have to hope, though, after that she is going to be okay. Let's get that baby a crib. Slate crib. There we go. Thank you, Missy and Pex. Okay, you are... Now, that's milk from the stockpile that we're using there. But Pex, let's get the young one in the bed after that. Excellent. Well done, sir. And well, the baby will remain baby for now. Until, of course, it chooses its name. Okay. Freya's all right. Free from the death rest. Free from, being stuck in that bed for a very long time. I was getting seriously concerned that something was very broken. And in a sense it was. She was at 100% death rest, but it was treating it as though she wasn't. But we're okay now. Oh, well, neat. Look at that. A cluster. Okay, and it's a little close to home. What are we looking at here? A climate adjuster. Temperature -10. So yeah, that's less of what we actually want. We got 2 scorches. We have a inferno turret. Of course, it's an inferno turret. You know what? I think we're going to need both Missy and Johnathan on this one. Let's have a look, We're going to get them moving out the front. We'll see if we can get into a position where this is going to work out. Okay, Missy, we'll get you up in that corner there. Johnathan, we'll get you there. What does that look like for range? Oh, we can certainly hit them from back here. We do have unstable power cells. Ooh, boy. Now that's far too tempting of a target. If we can hit them, we could potentially take the whole thing out. I think Johnathan's gonna have to get a little bit closer to be able to do that though. And so we just gotta hope that we don't miss, right? We're gonna get Missy locking onto that target as well. And yeah, I mean, they're getting it just a little bit more, should be enough. Okay, there we go. It's gonna blow in just a moment. So let's get Johnathan moving back to there. Missy, let's get you moving back to cover. Come on, catch them. Oh, it caught them before they got too far away. We love to see that. We do have a centipede though, that we are going to need to worry about. I'm more concerned about the scorches than anything. We do not want Johnathan to be fleeing that fire either. And so far, this is working out pretty good for us. You know what, Pex? I want you to be ready to dive on that thing. By that thing, I mean the centipede blaster. Johnathan, let's get you jumping back to some kind of cover. Or alternatively, we could just skip. Can we skip we can skip an enemy. We can skip an enemy. Maybe that is what we want to do. If we sent it over there, where is Pex right now? Okay, Pex is down the bottom. Let's just send the centipede blaster away for the time being. Let's see if that's going to work. Yep, it does. That's a lot of fun. Okay, Missy, let's get you popping around this corner. We want to try and see if we can take down this Lancer that doesn't have a weapon anymore. It's just gone, so kind of feel sorry for it. And that blaster is slowly going to make its way down here. Pex, where were you? Okay, you are still on your way. All right, they're going to be able to get a few cheeky shots off before it gets too close. And honestly, I think they're going to be able to manage this just fine. Just sending it back like that really made a difference. Oh, nearly. Come on, it's that last few percentage that always seems to take a while. But there we go. That's them dealt with. Pex, we're going to send you in to deal with the climate adjuster, but hey, that's free resources. Oh, well, that's an interesting choice. Okay, the Arctic Wolf wants to try and hunt Pex. I don't think that's a great plan. Unfortunately, Pex is just fully out of hemogen, which I'm kind of surprised. He should be able to handle this just fine. Yeah, sorry, Arctic Wolf. Yeah, it was over quite quickly. We'll mark it to be finished off. Thank you, Pex. Now let's finish off the climate adjuster. There we go. Nicely done, Pex. I can't believe it. We're on the last part. That's it. That is the outside of this done. Well, I mean, we still need to demolish this, but we want to make sure that we get this area completely roofed over first. Now, there is a chance there might be some gaps in here, but it seems like we've got pretty good coverage across the whole thing. Oh, a space battle. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. That's going to be resources, and it's maybe going to be people as well. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I mean, we've already got someone there. What kind of person are you? You're a Strigoi yet again. These Strigoi space battles that are going on up there, I mean, they seem to be pretty frequent. Yet another that's down here, and yet another Strigoi. Yeah. We haven't had a single living person drop down yet, just all these Strigoi falling from the stars. And interestingly enough, this one believes in the blood of a vent. And so does this one here. The plot thickens. Is there a civil war going on up there? Who knows? Who knows? I think we also we just got a straight up baseliner here too. But we also have a quest that's just appeared. Shelter for Allies. So it's our friends from the Narshus Alliance yet again, who has recently rescued 6 swords. Now, unfortunately, swords still just aren't going to do that well here, with the temperature being as low as it is. So while I am tempted to take it, especially for a silent neuroformer, I think we're going to have to hold off. I will try and pick it up, but we're going to have to wait. Oh, and it looks like we have managed to completely seal this off, which is fantastic. Well, the battle still seems to be going. We haven't had a single living person drop down yet, and it's mostly Strigoi, but there is a mixture of belief among them, which is all very interesting to see. Yay, and Missy is going to be throwing a party here in the shack that'll help boost up some moods, I think. Oh, hey, I was wrong. There are some survivors. We've got Gundozer down here, who believes in raid bestiism. Sure you do. Okay, well, I mean, we might still be able to keep you alive because you are a sanguiphage. We also have Layla Walls here, who is just a straight up baseliner. Honestly, if we could keep you alive, that would be good. There's just so many ship chunks. We've done pretty well in that regard. I don't really want to pull anyone away from the party, though. Yeah, I think you're probably just gonna bleed out. Mitch, hello? You are a believer of the blood. That does complicate things. And the space battle is finally ending. So we've got Gundozer and we've got Mitch, who are probably going to be able to survive this. As to how we choose to keep them, suppose we will see. Maybe Mitch might be recoverable. With that melee skill, I mean, you got a passion for cooking, but beyond that, not much else. Oh, and you're a coward as well? Yeah, no, I think. And there, the party's finished, so we can continue doing a little bit of work. Oh, okay. We've just had a shuttle slam into the ground here, where we do have yet another sanguiphage. Well, I say sanguiphage, Strigoi, who is a believer of the blood. We also have other humans here who are currently alive, humans that we might want to try and keep that way. So for the time being, let's just chuck down some temporary sleeping positions within our temple. You know what? Yeah, let's just call this a prison for a moment. And let's just capture those living humans. Now the tricky thing here is we want to try and see if we can coagulate them. Except we don't have any blood right now, so we're gonna have to try and take some blood to give some blood back. Yeah, it's not enough, Okay, Smelly, that'll leave you unconscious, Smelly. That's fine, right? You're strong enough to survive this. Okay, we'll go back to Vassallo. There we go. Johnathan, I guess, that's just a dead sanguiphage. Okay, let's see if we can blood feed from Sadie. And seems like we successfully can. Okay, we will coagulate here, and I think that might be enough. Not quite enough. Okay, what if we blood feed? That'll be a kill. Okay, well, what if we did it over here? That'll also kill. And here on Smelly, it'll also kill him. So Smelly, we're just gonna have to try and heal you the old-fashioned way. Wish you all the best. We cannot feed from wood, unfortunately, even though you've got so much hemogen. And I can happily say that we are done with the first stage of this construction. It has taken so much to get to this point, but we're going to see an acceleration in the next. We now have a roof over our head. Literally, it's a roof, and this great big space for us to play with. There will be smaller cells within the structure. Oh dear. That will make up the larger cathedral. But I do really like the idea of them collectively living in this larger space together. Let's just hope it doesn't play on their nerves too much. And don't worry, this will not be the only building here. There will be more. And as ever, I am always happy to hear your suggestions as where you would like to see this colony go. But for now, we have the start of something great. And so, I ask you, Legionnaires, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay